Thank you, Chairman, for inviting the Agri Committee here. As Vice Chair of the committee, I will try and speak on behalf of the Chair, even though we haven't actually discussed the matters yet. But I'm sure that the debates to come will be very fruitful. And we had a debate with Christophe Vincennes. There are no secrets between us, and looking at what was said this morning, which was that farmers are very worried about the Mercosur agreement. From Copa-Cogeca to Via Campesina, everyone is against it. So, as has been said before, we need to carry out this communication campaign to explain the ins and outs of the agreement. Now, there's this request to use fewer pesticides, and then there are these products that are being imported that don't respect our production standards. I'm not going to list all the various different products being used in these countries that have been banned in the EU for a long time. This unfair competition goes together with the COVID crisis and the war in Ukraine, and this all reminds us that food security cannot be taken for granted. We need reciprocity of standards. That's essential. If we can't make progress in this sense, then we will further foster Euroscepticism. For example, if you import a car into the EU, it needs to respect European security standards, and there needs to be licenses in this regard. The same should go for the agriculture sector. We need to ensure that standards are complied with to avoid unfair competition. And we must export our superior standards when it comes to health and the environment. This will be good for European citizens and also citizens in Latin America. I mentioned standard reciprocity in trade. This is a central part of Commissioner Hansen's mission letter, and I am pleased to see that. So, please, Commissioner, how can you ensure this real reciprocity of our standards and avoid distortion of competition that will affect